One of the major methods that people have used for a very long time to get into the spiritual experience of things is to meditate. And some people meditate deeply. They meditate several hours a day in some cases. I have a cousin, for example, who meditates an hour or two most days. I think on Wednesdays Judy Ann, Tina, how long does Judy Ann meditate? Oh, okay. She told me like 3, 4, 5 hours on every Wednesday or something like that, okay? And that's nothing for a lot of people who are meditators. They just do that, okay? But meditation, while it's a good avenue to get into such a state, in such a, to move in that direction, has a lot of challenges with it because there's a lot of chatter that goes on. You try to get into your state and here comes some chatter and some extraneous thing and your list of things to do and all kinds of other stuff, okay? So we're going to have a little experience here. We're going to use EFT for the purposes of deepening and making more efficient our meditation. So we're going to do it in 2 stages. The first stage is for you, and I'll give you the instructions, or I'll say the go in a minute. The instructions are simply to close your eyes and just simply blank your mind, which is the purpose of meditation. You blank it and let whatever comes, and hopefully this is God speaking to you, or you get in a very spiritual state, and so on. Typically, why you're going to have a lot of chatter going on, etc. But just notice the difficulty that you may have in doing that. I'll give you 1 minute for it, and then we'll do the other part of the exercise. Ready? Go. Okay, eyes open. Let me come out here. Stand up for me, could you, Marlene? How'd you do?
My mind was chattering.
It was chattering?
Yes.
Do you have any sense of how long you were able to hold the meditation, or 1 second, 12 seconds?
A few.
4 or 5 seconds?
Yes.
Maybe. Okay, great, all right. And the chatter, maybe it's personal chatter, but...
One thought was, I'm safe, I could just let go, but then there's just thoughts like that, instead of that peace and quiet.
Yes, okay, great, thank you. Stand up for me, could you? How did you do?
I did the same. At first it was about 5 seconds, but then it got less and less quiet and more chatter, just random things that don't matter.
Yeah, okay, all right, good, thank you. Go ahead. How'd you do?
I did typical for me meditation, so I went pretty deep.
So you are an experienced meditator.
I wouldn't say experienced, but I do it fairly regularly. I actually use EFT to enhance my meditation practice already.
Oh,
That's
you do?
something
Okay.
that I do.
All right.
So if I want to go into a meditative state, I will tap first because I know better.
And what do you tap on? What, even though I what?
It depends on what's going on in that moment. So if there's something that's bothering me at that moment, I will tap on that. So I'm specific. It's not like a general thing.
Okay. All right.
But this time when I was meditating, I was looking for that revelation moment, going for that. And I was not finding that little door going through. So it was pretty blank in all of but I was having a design of what would happen during that time.
Okay. My question to you is, if you can be specific here,
Sure.
is how long were you able to maintain the quiet?
The quiet, it was pretty quiet the whole time.
Okay.
I didn't have thoughts of this world, but I was having designs on the meditation. Does that make sense?
Well,
like
yeah,
I wanted
okay.
to go deeper.
Okay. All right.
And I did think we only have 1 minute here, Aaron. So
Yeah. Well,
how much are you going to do in 1 minute?
this is sort of a mini experiment. But,
Yeah.
but thank you. What we're going to do now is do a little EFT on
Yeah.
this, and I'm going to ask the three of you how you did
Okay, cool.
after it.
Cool.
Okay. So we'll see. All right. So with me, even though I had some difficulty being absolutely peaceful and quiet, I could only last probably a few seconds. That's probably true for most of you, by the way. So I deeply and completely accept myself. I don't need to have all this chatter. I just want a few seconds. I want a minute. That's all I want. Just a minute of peace and quiet. 1 damn minute. Is that too much to ask? All this chatter. 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 Even though I have all this chatter, I would much rather have peace. I've heard the chatter all day long, every day, for as long as I can remember. I just want a few more seconds. Just show me it's possible. A few more seconds. Even a minute. A few more seconds. Even a minute. A few more seconds. Even a minute. Even going deeper. We shall see. All right. Now we're going to try it again. I'm just curious what happens here. So we ready, go. Okay. Let's go back here. All right, Marlene, was there any difference? Yes, no,
There
otherwise?
was actually when we were tapping, I thought, oh, just drop into my heart, and there goes the chatter. So then I could just drop into my heart when I meditated.
Well, okay,
So
in the actual meditation, if I recall right, there's a few seconds the first
So
time.
now it's probably like 15 to 20 seconds.
So that's 3 or 4 times as long or
Yes.
something like that?
Yes.
Okay, see, that's an example of just using a little simple EFT just to get into your meditative state. Okay, so go ahead, and how was it with you?
It was amazing. It was, in that whole time, I had only 2 or 3 thoughts.
Oh.
But I did have a sort of a blob floating, just floating randomly. It wasn't something that came to me in words or what to do or how. It was just something I was watching, as if I needed something.
Yeah.
But it didn't make noise and it didn't require
So you went from
decisions.
if you went from a few seconds to most of a minute with some interference.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Almost the whole time.
Yeah.
And the interference that was there was very light.
Yeah.
The first time it interrupted me.
Yeah.
The second time it was like I watched some vague interference, but it was almost not there.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
Amazing.
Right. All right. Great. Thanks. All right. Did you go any deeper? I guess that's my question.
I failed the test,
Oh.
Gary. I was nervous that you were coming back and checking in with me.
So
and
here
I was
comes
thinking,
it-
I
here
should have
co-
tapped on that.
Here comes the chatter, right?
Oh, the chatter came in big time.
Okay.
I was a total mess, and I was like, oh, I should have said this. I should have said that. And he's going to come back, and I'm going to have all this chatter. Oh, yeah, it was a mess.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
But no. But see, that's the real world. That's the real world. We
Oh,
want
yeah, it was
real
real
stuff.
world.
I don't want
Yeah.
everybody to say, oh, it's all
Yeah.
perfect across the room, because some people are going to have some difficulties with
Yeah,
it.
I was real world.
Okay. So in this case, the difficulty. I mean, I gave you another reason to have chatter.
Yeah,
Right?
well, I mean, I took it. I definitely took it.
Yeah.
I received that.
And as I think about it, see, I'm learning a lesson here. If I ever do this again with 3 people, I'm not going to say, I'm going to check back with you. I'm not going to say that.
That's a good idea.
Because then you don't have that thing.
Yeah.
But even though I did
I'm
say,
impressed that these two
yeah,
are so
even
cool.
though I said that with these two,
Yeah,
you know,
they were cool. I'm the insecure one.
yeah, but what you did was you tried to brag and say what a great meditator you were, and then you
And
screwed
then
it
I
up big.
flunked, I tripped, I stumbled. Big time. It was a mess. It was a total mess.
Okay, but the same concept. Well, see, you're an experienced meditator, so well,
I'm not your aunt. I'll do like maybe 15 minutes, once a week or something like that.
yeah, okay.
Or your cousin, whoever it was.
Yeah, well, you have some experience with it.
Some
And-
experience,
And when you have experience with it, there's always another level you can get to. It can be
Yes.
deeper, it can be longer, you can get into it quicker. I mean, there's all these things that go on. I know people who meditate, it takes them 15 minutes just to finally get quiet.
Yeah.
With EFT, we can do it in the first minute.
Yeah,
you know.
I wouldn't meditate without tapping first,
Yeah.
personally, and I would never recommend someone else to either, just
Okay.
because.
All right, great.
But I would tap on my insecurities if I was going to be on a microphone.
Yeah. Hold on, Christina.
Would you recommend doing EFT before you do anything?
Well, that could get a little boring. You mean before you butter your toast?
No, before you do anything of consequence. You want to accomplish something in the next hour. And it's something that you don't do, like butter your toast, all the time.
That it's an option. It's an option. I'm not going to recommend everybody every time you try to do something you just sit there and tap. But it could be that you'll be able to do a lot of things a lot faster. But are people really going to do that and stop and say, even though I did everything you do, it gets a little boring after a while. But if the object, if the performance of the thing is important to you,
Right.
sure.
Or the timing of it. Like I've tried to meditate, and what we just did for 2 minutes, that tapping saved me an hour.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean. It just occurred to me, if I'm about to do a job that will normally take me a couple of hours, maybe if I EFT before, my 2-hour job can be reduced to 1 hour.
Very possible.
That astounded me, what we just did.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
When you first said, oh, you were coming back to us, my thought was, oh, great, I'm going to be on the spot. So I was tapping for that while we were doing the general tapping.
Oh, you
I
were?
included that in
Oh,
there, 'cause I had
okay.
that same thought.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.